Prior to 2011, when I finally acknowledged my gift and started talking to others, as you know, I was born with a veil. I've had this my whole life. I never really knew what it was. Well, anyway, what happens was I would go to a lot of psychic mediums at the time, and they would bring a whole bunch of what they called spirit guides through, and they would tell me who they are. And it was nice to hear that they're around me, and they would say I should do this and do that. Not a lot, okay? So here I am now, 2011. I'm meeting with people, talking with people, and I'm not giving them the same messages that I was getting from the psychic mediums that I was talking to for me. It seems as though I was only getting anywhere from 1 to 5, maybe sometimes a little more souls. Those are the ones that are around my client. Those are the ones that are closest to my client. Those are the ones that are there that want to help my client get through something, whatever that might be. And I believe that the souls come through, and that come through bring my client to me in some way. Anyway, it's a different story for a different time. I'm going to tell you a little story about Annie. Annie came, when I first saw Annie, Annie was doing a lot of, not hard drugs, but soft drugs, alcohol. She was really headed, though, down a very destructive path. Her grandmother, who had just recently passed, was her friend, mentor, who was always there for her. And Annie was really kind of lost. Well, Annie's grandmother came to me and told me about this issue, and we discussed it, and I told her grandmother she had to stop. She couldn't go down that path. And her grandmother told her it's time now that she acknowledged her strength, acknowledged who she is, acknowledged how smart she is, and how to start taking care of her life, taking control of her life. Well, you know, that's the point. And by the way, that was 12 years ago. I'm still friends with Annie today, and we still talk. She never went down that path. As a matter of fact, she's gotten a better career than she thought she could have. She's living a much better life, connected with the family again, and it's been pretty amazing. And it's not me that does it. I'm just the vehicle they choose, okay? So when the souls want you to do something, they're going to get you to me, and they're going to do what they just did with Annie. It might not be as extreme with Annie. It might just be that, like, you know, you miss this person, they want you to know, and you got to go on with your life because you're going in the wrong direction, or you're not following through. You can change your life. Here's how you do it, all right? What you do is stop listening to people, stop listening to things, events, and think that that's got control over your life, because they don't. You have control over your life. You have to see where you want to go. And you have to stop making excuses for not being able to get there because you don't have the confidence or whatever to get there. Well, you can get there, and it's just changing your mind to thinking like, this is the way it is, this is the way it's always going to be, and kind of in that negative groove, and start to realize that you want to be over here, find a way to get there, find a way to eliminate the things that are getting in your way and stopping you. That's really up to you, and you can do it. You have to change the way you're thinking. Now, we always believe that, oh, we can't change the way we think. We always think like this. I don't have control over my mind. That's nonsense. You do. So what you do is you set a goal for yourself. I want to accomplish this. I don't want to do whatever it is that I'm doing right now. I don't like somebody at work. I don't like, my work is toxic. Well, you know, and there's nothing I can do about that. Well, there is something you can do about that. If you can't change your job, which is always advisable, then you can't allow the toxic people to get to you. You have to deal with them, put them in a box. I have to deal with them at work. I have to do these things to deal with them, but don't let them get into your head. You know, in other words, keep them on the surface, deal with them as you have to. You're going to be happier, okay? When you leave that work, when you leave that job, close that door behind you. Don't take the work with you, okay? If you have toxic friends, you have to get rid of them. Oh, you know, this is bad, the economy's bad, and it's never going to get better, and you have to just accept things. You don't have to accept things. You got to try to make a difference. You got to figure out a way you can do it. It's not easy. What I'm telling you is not easy, but everyone is capable of doing it. Okay? And I really, I'm thankful that I'm able to guide many people through that. Help them. If you can't do it yourself, if you're really down on yourself, find somebody that can help you. But do it. Don't sit around and say, this is it. This is the way it's always going to be. And accept it. You want to change, you can do it. Okay? You're not able to get relationships, it might be you. It might be that you're a little too strong on people. It might be you setting up barricades. Okay, you're not getting past this, you're not getting past that. You have to change that. You have to figure that out for yourself. Figure how you can make those changes. Talk it through with people. It's not bad. Never that bad. We can do it. Anyway, guys, listen. You have to always believe in yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you don't say, oh, it's going to suck today. No, you have to wake up in the morning. You know what? Yeah, things are going to be tough. They're not going to be easy. Hell, you know what, folks? If things were easy, it would be boring. If we didn't have challenges, it would be boring. The challenges and the things we have to get through make life interesting. So I'm telling you right now, you can do it. It's up to you to do it. Find a way. Don't think that you have to keep in that thought. You have to keep in this zone. You do not have to. And if you are struggling with drugs or alcohol, get some help for that. Again, the help is out there. Find it. But the point to this whole thing is get yourself to where you want to be. It takes some strength. It takes some courage for you, and to move there and make those changes. But you know those changes are necessary, so do it. Anyway, always be hopeful, never hopeless. Always be optimistic, never pessimistic. There's no other way to think. Believe in yourself and believe that things can change and you can make those changes and step forward and start to make those changes. Always remember there are much more things out there, many more things out there, many more things out there than we know, that we see. But there's things out there that are guiding us. We have to open up to that and let them guide us. Okay, guys, please subscribe and follow me. Like this video if you will. Share the video, that'd be great. And make a comment if you will. Have a great day. Bye for now.